Gfan 84. Who needs X Plus when you got Resin, Chef? So without further ado, let's get right into it. So here we are with another Mark Seng Yang unboxing. This dude is incredible. Like, thank you, Mark. You are amazing. You're a good friend, you're a good sculptor, you're a good assembler, you're a good painter, you're just all around awesome. I'd like to thank you for getting this done for me. And I can't say this enough. If you want somebody to do your stuff with high quality and quick speediness to it, Mark Seng Yang, hit him up. I'll put it down in the description. Give him a message, hit him up, let him do your stuff. Fantastic. You can't go wrong with Mark. So here we got the box. Way back in the day, it was X Plus who did a Rick version of Megalon. Well, prior to that, well, actually, I don't know who came first, so I'm just going to say you can have your resin kit version of it, Megalon, with the Rick exclusive. So let's crack into this bad boy. Let's put them down so it makes it a little bit more easier. And once again, Mark did a fantastic job packing this. Like, I cannot express this enough. Peanuts galore. So if you're ever confused or worried about shipping a resin kit, from what I've been seeing from Mark, and granted, he's one part of the country and I'm on the other part of the country, and it's coming UPS. The peanuts, they will work phenomenally. So let's pull this bad boy out. Here we go. Here we go. Here is Megalon. Resin Chef Bill Gundamson, Resin Chefs. Wow. But wait, folks, there's more. Right? Now. So here we have it. The Resin Chef Megalon and the Resin Chef Flying Jet Jaguar. All done by Mark Seng Yang. These things are incredible. Now, wow, I just really can't get over it. Mark did a fantastic job on both. He gave me two options, one little acrylic. We'll try doing in a closer look. And we got this bendy wire. Now, I think I'm gonna go with this bendy wire. I have it set here. I think with the blanket on the table, it's not holding it correctly, so that's why I'm holding it. But on another flat surface, it does hold it perfectly. As you can see, they gel awesome together. I know X Plus did the same exact thing. Here we go. Maybe? Yep. X Plus did the same exact thing. They had a Megalon with a Flying Jet Jaguar. This is just the resin version of it, and it's phenomenal. I mean, it's super awesome. Mark did a fantastic job. Now imagine trying to paint something this small with a Jet Jaguar. We'll show you as best as I can get you until we get to the closer look. Look at that. Fantastic. And the base looks like the rubble from the it looked like a quarry in the movie. I'm gonna put him down so I can show you off Megalon. Hopefully that works. Yes. Just it's the blanket holding it up, and it came with a rod he gave me. So he gave me two options. Just a little clear acrylic rod. Fan freaking tastic. And here's Megalon. This thing is super heavy. The only closest thing I've seen to heaviness is the Imposter I have from Burley Vang. See, as you can see, real fur. Now, Mark did an experiment. He gave me an option. He could go traditional with the eyes, or he had an idea for a new way to do them, to Dremel them out and put epoxy in there. I said, you know what? I'm all about those experiments. Let's go with it. You know, I'm a gambling man. And this thing turned out incredible. You'll be able to see this when we do a closer look. It's fantastic. Super awesome piece. Now, I do got some complaints about it compared to X Plus. This has got way more detail than X Plus, for sure, hands down. But the size alone on this, it is not a true 30 centimeter. Maybe to the top it is 30 centimeters. But what they should have done was go to the top of the head for 30 centimeters. So probably make it a, I don't know, 33 centimeter. I think that would have been perfectly. And we'll see next to Godzilla's some comparisons on the size. But wow, the level of detail. And that's nothing to take away from Bill from Resin Chef, because he's a fantastic sculptor, artist. He is really above his league, you know. He's up there. Detail Mark did in that mouth. Wow. Still got some little foam. Sorry about that. And what can I say about Mark, man? So let's go to a closer look. So here we are back with the final thoughts. As usual, let's get a size on Jet Jaguar. We'll do him first. From toe to the hand is 4 inches and 1/4. Now from side to side, which is going to be your right hand to your left hand, is going to be 2 and 1/4. Here is the base to Jet Jaguar. I'll show that off, which comes with the kit. I don't think these little pads did come with the kit. So, excuse me. I think Mark threw them on. I'm going to be using the bendy wire because I think it fits perfectly as him flying. And there you got the Toho Company Ltd. Fantastic. I'll show you a little rod. And here we got a little dowel, little simple little rod. Nothing special. At first I thought I was going to go with this, but it was just way too short for what I wanted to do jet with. So I decided to go with the big bendy wire, and it pretty much turned out pretty phenomenal. So here we are with a closer look. As you can see, the level of detail Mark put into this, it's just incredible. Especially as small as this is, phenomenal. I could never do this in a million years. Pretty simple, basic little sculpt of Jet Jaguar. Nothing too spectacular, but Resin Chef did do a beautiful job getting the little wrinkles, the little arm bands, leg bands, whatever you want to call them. Even the antennas. Fantastic. Look at that right there. That is just fan-freaking-tastic. Another awesome piece by Resin Chef and Mark Seng Yang. The way he did these colors, super awesome. And this is pretty much the same thing that you're going to see on the X Plus Megalon and resin version. So there you have it. There's Jaguar. Now let's get the Megalon. So here we are with Megalon. Let's get a size. From left or right arm to left arm is a little under 6 inches. Bottom of the foot to the top of the head, which is 10 5/8, and now the top of the horn here is 11 5/8. So here we are with a closer look with Megalon. As you can see, now, like I told you, Mark tried experiment and he said it could go horribly wrong or it could go horribly awesome. And it went awesome. Quite frankly, he dremeled out the eyes here and then put epoxy onto them to give them like a honeycomb look. And it pretty much came out fantastic. I don't know how to really express that any more than that. I mean, he knocked that out of the ballpark. The mouth, look at that. Fantastic. The little tentacles there. I'm losing what they're called, but these things are fantastic. The way he blended them in. The horn. This is just a fantastic piece. And even when he showed me pictures of how he blended in the dark browns to the blacks and dark brown or light browns, it's just fantastic. Here you got the real fur, the back of the wings. Fantastic. The little details Resin Chef did with this. Good job to you, Bill. You did a fantastic job in this sculpt. The arms. Look at that. Even to the drills. To the front of the little chest flap right there is raised up. That's awesome sculpting. Little nuances that you normally don't pick up. Mark did fantastic with the colors in between, the orange and blacks, dark browns. Little arrows going down the belly here. Fantastic. To the leg little flaps here. This is just, I'm going to say it, fantastic sculpt. It really freaking is. You got the tail spikes right there. Fantastic. Let's go to the bottom of the feet. You got the Toho license right there. This is just phenomenal. Look at that. The orange is right there up underneath. The little things you don't catch, right? Even in the mouth right there. I didn't catch that till just right now. His teeth inside of the teeth. Pincers inside of the teeth. It's just fantastic job. Fantastic work. I'm trying to be super careful with this. This is resin, so it's a chunky boy, let's be honest. And something else I wanted to point it out about the drills, I really did dig the colors of the drills going in. He could have made it all white all the way around, but he gave it shadows and effects and color, you know, like dirt being on it. Fantastic. Here's the opposite one with the insides of it. Oh, this is a fantastic job. Awesome job, Mark. Now let's go to a size comparison. Here we are with our first size comparison. As you can see, I got Mark Seng Yang's Kyoto Godzilla 1992 and the Megalon. As you can see, the size comparison. This is Yuji Sakai, so it's vinyl, so it's shrunk already. As we know, Yuji Sakais are already small for what they are in vinyl. And right there, I think the Yuji Sakais fit pretty perfectly with this resin shaft. Like I said, the resin shaft, the only down thing I can say about the Megalon is the size. I do believe, and you're going to see it on our next couple ones, that the 30 centimeters should have been from the feet to the top of the head. And then the horn should have made it an extra 33, 34 centimeters. Now let's get to our next size comparison. And here we are with our next size comparison. We have the Burly Vang Imposter and Mark Seng Yang's resin shaft Megalon. As you can see, Burly's is a true 30 centimeter. And you can see where it falls resin on resin. It is short of the mark. So you can really see a big size difference. That's definitely one thing I can give X Plus for on this one in particular, is their Megalon was for sure a true 30 centimeter. Here we are with the FSL X Plus Monster Maker 2874 Godzilla and the Resin Chef Megalon. As you can see, this is probably the best matchup we can do, since this is the closest thing that we have to a 73. So yeah, as you can see, like I said before, big size difference. X Plus to X Plus here, I think it would have been perfect. Can't say it enough. The size is off, but the sculpt is so right. To me, it doesn't really matter, but we'll get to that later in final thoughts. So here we are with my final thoughts. Now, when I first unboxed and showed these things, I forgot to show you guys the pictures. So first and foremost, I apologize for that. Here are the pictures. Here's Jet Jaguars. This is what you get when you get a resin. You get a picture of the built product. And here is Megalon. So, with the final thought, we got the Resin Chef Jet Jaguar flying mode. I guess is the best way to describe that. And we have the Megalon, both by Bill Gunderson. Hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. If not, I apologize. Done by the incredible, talented, the man, Mark Seng Yang. It is phenomenal. This is the X Plus version of resin kit form, Rick version. I mean, it is incredible. Mark did a fantastic job, especially in Megalon. I'm super happy I went with his experiment. First, I was a little nervous, Mark. I'm not gonna lie. Then I was like, you know what? Screw it. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's just freaking do it. And I'm so happy we did it. And you did a fantastic job on Jet Jaguar. He's phenomenal. I absolutely love this. This is 100% 2 thumbs up. Fantastic. Freaking fantastic. Now, I do want to give a little things up and coming on this channel. I told you guys that I have a bunch of resin kits coming down the pipeline, and it's not stopping anytime soon. I still have Burly Vang doing my 72 Godzilla. I have John LeGrand doing my Ghidorah, King of the Monsters, Mothra Larva. I have Mark doing my 72 Anguillus. And he's probably doing some future projects. I don't want to say in the mix. Screw it, I'll let you guys know. Probably the MonsterVerse 2014 Godzilla, and probably King Ghidorah. I don't want to say yes or no, but it's definitely a yes. I also have the awesome and talented Greg Butters doing my Rainbow Mothra and Armored Mothra, and the awesome and talented Marcellus Winters, the protege. doing my Yuji Sakai Shin Godzilla and a X Plus vinyl scene of Jurassic Park 1, the T-Rex. Fantastic stuff coming down the pipe works. I can't wait for all of it. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. I hope you guys, or if you guys are on the fence of getting this, you should get it. I hope you go through Mark to get it done. As you can see, fantastic artwork done. Masterpiece. And we'll leave it at that. This is Gfan 84. Hope you guys have a beautiful, beautiful rest of the day. And I'll see you next time. Take care.